Now, when we have a term of a polynomial, and so remember, a term is just something that doesn't have an adding or subtracting in there. It's just on its own. So when we did the previous video here, this has 3 terms. This is a term, that's a term, and that's a term. Okay, previous one had 6, and we simplified it to 3. When each term can be factored, and we can use prime factorization to factor it out. Now, if we have a group of terms, we can also find the greatest common factor of that. So I have 3 terms here, 46x, 32x squared, and 16x cubed. You'll notice that they're all different. This one is just x, this one's x squared, and this one's x cubed. And so what we can do is we can factor in prime factorization style here. So that's what I've done. I've already done that prior. If you kind of want to pause the video and write that down, you gladly can. You don't have to. We're just going through here. Now, to find the greatest common factor, we want to find what they all have in common. And you'll notice here they all have a 2, and they all have an x. And if we multiply it together, 2 times x is just 2x. So this right here is our greatest common factor. So we factored out prime factorization, we figure out what is the same, and then that is our greatest common factor. Now, another way to do that, if you don't like greatest prime factorization, and we're not always going to use it, we're going to try to do it a little bit simpler. We just look at what number divides evenly into 46, 32, and 16. And in fact, the biggest one we can get is 2, just the way that it works out. And then we figure out how many x's or variables can we take out of each. And now each one of them has at least 1, okay? And so we can take that 1x out. Okay, this has 3, this has 2, and this has 1. We can't take 3 because these ones don't have that many. We can only do what the minimum amount is, and so that's going to be 1, and that's why we get 2x right there.